Ready? One, two, three, go.
All right, so hi everyone. Welcome to this live session. We are here again with a very exciting and informational as well session planned for you all with Vikas and Anagha. So Vikas is a software engineer at Google, and today he will be helping all of us with preparation tips, tricks, and insights about Google and how you can get a job at Google as well. And Anagha is here from Team Career Board, and we will be helping you out today in figuring out what is up with Google and how and what to prepare in order to get into Google. And let's also hear from Vikas. So, Vikas, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience? Vikas, your call is on mute. Can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hi everyone. My name is Vikas, as Shivangi told. So I graduated from Triple IT Allahabad in 2018, and after that I worked in a small company for like 9 months, and then I switched to Adobe. In Adobe, I worked for 3 years. I was part of Acrobat team, and after Adobe, I like moved to Google Bangalore, and now I'm working in Google from last 6 months. So that is pretty much about myself.
Okay, that's great, Vikas. So, Vikas, without wasting any more time, let's just start with the session. Also, people in the chat, can you please confirm in the comment section below if you can completely hear us and see us clearly? Just getting a heads up from the team as well as the audience, and then we can start off with the questions. Meanwhile, just letting everybody know that all important links are being shared in the live chat as well as they are in the description box below. So if you want to check out any of our social media handles, check out Pepper Prime, check out Career Board, or reach out to Vikas. Every link is in the description box below. Please check them out after the live session has ended and connect with us. Okay. So we have received a lot of yes in the chat. So it seems like everything is good to go. So Vikas, shall we start?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, the first question for you would be, could you share with the audience your placement history and your placement journey so far?
Uh, so I was in Triple IT Allahabad, and the placements in Triple IT Allahabad are pretty good. So um, it is claimed that 100% students are get best in college itself. So I was fortunate enough. So I got campus placement in company called Digital Green. It's an NGO in Delhi. So I joined in that company only, and I worked there for 9 months. I think I'm repeating this thing. I said this in
No, no,
introduction
that's
as well.
good.
So, but like after Digital Green, I joined Adobe. I like switched the company, and in Adobe I worked for 3 years, and then I switched to Google, and currently I'm in Google. So
Oh, that's very impressive. So you joined some companies and then you were at Adobe before you joined Google, right? And
yes,
how many years did you spend at Adobe?
I spent 3 years in Adobe.
Okay. And how much time has it been since you joined Google?
It's been 6 months.
Okay, okay, okay. And we hope you're having a good experience there. And Google is a very good company, and a lot of people nowadays are aspiring to get into Google. So again, this live session would be very very helpful for all the freshers who are watching currently, who want to prepare for Google or who want to get placed into Google as a software engineer, just as Vikas, or maybe for some other role related to the same field. So again, guys, if you are watching or if you know a friend who would enjoy this session and find it helpful, feel free to invite them to this session. The shareable link is also below, so you can just share it with them and ask them to join the session. So, Vikas, could you also let us know how did you apply for Google? Like, as you were at Adobe and you were a working professional, basically, how did you apply for Google?
So basically, when I was in college, so simply there is a website called career.google.com. So I used to apply from that website only. So I applied multiple times during my college also. And even when I was in job, I used to like randomly apply, upload my resume on Google's career portal. But I never got a reply back from Google. So, so then like I switched to Adobe, and after like for 1 or 2 years, I didn't apply for Google, but after that I again started applying at Google. But this time like I applied via referral. So
Okay, okay.
so I asked one of my friend who was in Google, so he gave me referral, and I applied via referral. But with referral also, I didn't get any response back from Google. But I don't know how, but my resume was in their database. So, like 6, 7 months later, a recruiter called me, and he scheduled my interviews, and then uh, I gave interviews and I get to Google. So, yeah, I would say the referral helps.
Okay, so you applied via referral, but you didn't hear back from them immediately. It took some
Yeah,
time, and that is one of the things that happens a lot of times with fan companies. If you have submitted your resume, they might not reach out immediately, but again, if your resume is in their database and there is a good opportunity and your resume matches their requirements, there is a good chance you will be reached out later on. So I guess that also
and
gives,
so
yeah.
they can't be blamed actually because they receive lots of resumes, and it is very difficult to filter out whom to reach out.
Yeah, yeah.
So it takes time. But with referral, it is if, when you apply via referral, there are chances are high to like you
Yeah.
will get a call back from
Obviously
Google.
you get credibility of somebody who's already working in the company, so that is an
Yes,
additional support.
yes.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so like my next question for you would be, why Google over other companies? Like, there are a lot of companies out there, why Google?
So I would give very honest answer about this because I was in Adobe, and Adobe is known to be very employee-friendly company, and it is known for its work-life balance and the type of work. So I was very sure that like if I will leave Adobe, it will be only for Google. So that was I was very clear in my mind that if I get into Google, then I will leave Adobe. So that happened. I got selected in Google, and then
And
I was very clear that I will not shift to any other company. I
seems like
know
you
that
were
it is,
already applying for Google when you were in college, so you were kind of you wanted to get to Google since ever,
yes.
right?
For most of the software engineers, it is like a dream company to work for the Google. Every engineer's dream that they want to work for Google one day. So the same was the case with me.
All right. So, all right. So, like when we are talking about Google, can you also share with the audience what went behind the preparations for Google? Like, even as a fresher, or maybe, as somebody who just wants to get into Google, what went behind preparations specifically for you?
So basically, in the case of Google, it is like one thing is very different from other companies. That is the interview preparation. That remains same for a fresher. The curriculum of an interview with that is same for a fresher and also a person who has 4 or 5 years of experience. So they are the format of the interview remains same for both type of people. They ask questions related to data structures and algorithms in all their technical rounds. And there is one round which is called Googliness round. That in that round they ask general question about how will you react in this situation, how will you resolve this conflict with your teammates, and questions like this, which are very standard question. But the the level of data structure and algorithm question, that is a bit difficult than other companies, we can say.
All right.
So
So it's basically the interview round that you have to nail, right, for companies like Google, specifically Google, or even Adobe. I hope you would agree that
yes, like
interview rounds are very,
uh,
very.
yeah, both of the companies, like their performance in interview matters a lot, because they don't care about your CGPA in college, and and also it like the projects you do in college, that also doesn't play major role in getting into these companies. uh, if you have experience, then your past experience may matter, but in case of Google, that is also not the case. They only ask questions related to data structures and algorithm up to 4 or 5 years of experience. If you have more experience than that and you're applying for a senior level, then they will be very specific about design questions and the type of work you have done in past. So those things comes into picture for higher senior roles in Google.
So,
But up to 4 or 5 years of experience, it doesn't. Yeah,
so up until 4 to 5 years, DSA is one of the most important things for Google, right?
correct. Yes. Like it is the only important thing, because there is no other round. They will ask like they will. There is no specific round for other skills. They will only test these.
All right. Okay, so Anaka, would you like to ask a few questions and maybe Vikas could also answer them?
Yeah, sure, Shivangi. So, Vikas, let's discuss your placement journey as a fresher, so that audience can get motivated and take some good pointers away from the session. So, can you share some strategies or some things like how you were preparing for your placements during your college days? Yeah.
So as far as preparation is concerned, basically it was mostly the subjects which we read in engineering. Those are the subjects we prepare for interviews as well. Some companies ask questions related to operating system, database management systems, and DSA. Obviously, that is common across all companies, but DBMS and OS and networking, these questions are not asked by every company. So the preparation was prioritized accordingly. So the most priority was given to DSA, and then uh, operating system, DBMS, and networking. So I started doing competitive programming in first year only. So
Mhm.
I was comfortable with data structures and algorithms, but I gave more time to DBMS and OS while preparing for the placements. And that you can say that is the kind of work, because I got placed in like I think in the second month of placement season. So yeah, but
Got
yeah, I think one thing I missed in my placement preparation was that I didn't give much mock interviews, and I would suggest every like person
it.
preparing for interviews, like give as much mock interviews as you can. There are many online platforms, they like provide this functionality free, so you can give mock interviews freely on those platforms.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So you said like how important DSA is. So would you like to share some resources for the audience? Yeah, for yes, so that they can prepare their best. Yeah.
So basically, I followed Geeks for Geeks and Lead Code majorly. So Geeks for Geeks is very comprehensive resource. Like it can be followed for all the topics which are required to prepare for placement. So Geeks for Geeks was my like textbook kind of thing. And for practice of DSA questions, I followed Lead. Lead Code has very good quality of questions, and like most of the companies pick questions from Lead Code to to be asked in the interviews.
Also, I would like to, very sorry to interrupt in between, but I would like to add something to that question. Like, if you want to prepare for DSA, and that is for the audience watching, and if you are a Prepinsta Prime user, you can just check out the DSA course, and you can find it in a lot of languages. So again, Vikas has shared what worked for him, but again, if you are preparing in 2022 or you will be preparing in 2023 and you're looking for resources, you can also check out Prepinsta Prime. The link will be shared by the team in the live chat below. So I just wanted to add that for people watching. All right. So Anaka, please continue.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, one more thing. I think a lot of people watching would be interested to know, like, how did you able to manage your time with placement preparation in college, like, when it compared to academics. So, how you were able to manage? Yeah.
So in college, you get plenty of time. It's like the time is not an issue in college. You get time to prepare for placements, and specifically for placements, like placement season starts just after your summer vacation. Because summer vacation, the 2 month period is, I believe that is enough to prepare for placements because you already have context about the things. You have studied those same things which you are going to prepare for placement. So that is not an issue. While working, if you are making a switch, then it might be an issue because at that time you don't have enough time. You have to utilize your weekends, and if you are very much dedicated, then you can, like after your work shift is complete, then you can give 1 2 hours daily to prepare for data structures and algorithm questions.
Got
Yeah,
it.
at that time you need to manage, but in college it is not an issue because it is part of your curriculum. The things which get asked into the interview, they are part of our curriculum. So it is the separate preparation is required, but it's just revision kind of thing. It's not like you're starting from scratch.
Got it. Yeah. So, how was your, coding? Like as you said, you started competitive programming right from your first year.
Yes.
So, yeah, I
So
think it was easy for you to, prepare for the interviews and stuff.
yes, that helped. Initially, like when I started in my first year, it was very like I found it very difficult to cope up with. But like
Mhm.
slowly, I made progress, and I became comfortable with DSA questions. Uh, so so there are two categories of people. Some like very focused in competitive programming, so they participate in contests and all that. But I just I was very sure, I was very sorted in that sense that I don't want to go into that stream. I wanted to focus on placements kind of question. So I like, because the question, the level of question that gets asked into the placement interview, that is not as hard uh, as it is there in the ACM, ICPC, those competitions.
Mhm.
Uh, so you just need to be regular with competitive programming. Initially, it is like it is very difficult, but like slowly you will learn and you will find a pattern in the questions. So
Okay, got it. So, one more last thing, like I want to ask is that you already worked with big tech giants, so you are ex Adobe, and now you are working with Google. So, what kind of suggestions or any tips you want to give for the audience, like who are sitting for the interviews and who are preparing for the same? Yeah.
I would say like don't think much about the kind of work you will be getting when you get into this company. Just focus on interview preparation. Be well versed with DSA, and if you are very interested, then you can also try things like how Git works, like the code versioning thing. I hope the students will understand. So the Git and all these like simple tools which are very like which is required in day-to-day life when you join these companies. So if you are comfortable using those tools, then it will be a bit easy for you in starting. Uh, but yeah, main focus should be on DSA because the first thing which is that like you have to get into this company. So for that you don't need to focus on language specific skills. Like it doesn't matter if you know like computer language. It doesn't matter. You just need to be good with solving problems and writing fine logic of the problem which is asked in the interview.
Yeah,
All right.
that's it. Shivang, you can continue.
Yeah. So, I also have a few questions to ask, and this is solely based on some of the most frequently asked questions that we get on our various social media platforms by our audience. So, we wanted to take up some questions from there. So, Vikas, can you let us know which skills are needed to get into Google, especially talking about 2022, 2023, and 2024 graduates, because they might have this opportunity, presented to them in the coming future. So, what would you suggest to them they should be preparing if they want to get into Google?
So basically, in Google, I will repeat again that no specific skill is required. Only you need to be good with data structures and algorithms, and one programming language, whatever like you prefer. It can be Python, it can be Java, it can be C++, but one programming language you should be very comfortable with, and data structures and algorithms. So you should be good with problem solving. Uh, that is the only required skill to crack Google interviews. And there is that Googliness round with that you can prepare like separately, but the major contribution, like major your the marking will be based on DSA skills. So there are 4 rounds of DSA and then one Googliness. So you can see like the ratio is 80-20. So
Uh,
80% focus on DSA.
Okay. And, there's this one question that is, we are bombarded with. There is a lot of buzz in the market regarding machine learning these days, and students are very excited to explore it more and see what are the possibilities with having machine learning as one of the skills that you know. So, could you share your views on it?
So basically, I know that there is so much craze going on about machine learning, artificial intelligence. So this field is very exciting. I know that my friends are working in this field. So but you need to separate out things. If you are actually interested in machine learning, and so, so the machine learning engineers, what they do is they use the machine learning models which are developed by uh, uh, some researchers. So, if you are genuinely interested in machine learning, then go for research. So, there are two streams. Like you can go into research and then you can become machine learning engineer. So, first, read about both of these field and then choose wisely. And if you want to become a machine learning engineer, then I would say like in your college you should do 1 or 2 small machine learning projects that will help you in interviews. So you can do some basic machine learning projects like segregation of emails and all that, but you should do 1 or 2 machine learning projects. It will help you in your interviews to explain it to make you credible candidate for.
All right, all right. So again, I have one more question for you, and this is a little different. So a lot of people have been asking about data science and the opportunities that you might get if you have knowledge in data science. So could you also share your views on this and maybe share some possible career options if an aspirant has proficiency in data science, what can they expect in the future?
So like for data science, I think there is no specific course in engineering curriculum. So it is like basically self-study kind of thing. You can after BTech, one thing you can do is that you can do some sort of what like online course in data science. So uh, after that course, you can apply for data science specific roles. And data analytics is something which I think is not we should be concerned about because uh, that is not what software engineers are supposed to do because data analytics is something which I think product managers and program managers do. So they basically it is in data analytics basically what people do is that they query data from database and then like visualize like make it presentable, make it graph like they create graphs out of that data and then present it to the leadership. So data analytics is a different thing, but yeah, data science is something which like you can think of. And in data science, like it's basically we collect data from multiple sources. It's like unstructured data, and then uh, we so basically a data scientist is the job of data scientist is to process their data and like uh, to make your machine learning models learn from that data and then predict like insightful outputs.
Okay. And as you also talked a little about data analytics, that was just going to be my next question, because there is some confusion always regarding data analytics and data science, and how are they different? So if you had to list a few points very briefly, how would you differentiate both of them?
So as I told, like data analytics is simply like analyzing the data. Basically, there is like databases there that you just need to go to with SQL queries. You like fetch data from that database and then like create graphs and tables from that data. And then like you can say that this is happening from last 30 days. Now we should like change our business strategy and all that. You can suggest this into your leadership. So that is the I may be wrong, but I have not seen software engineers doing that job because that is not that is the part of program managers and product managers. And data science is something which like the software engineers can think of because like that is something which in which you will be coding and you will be writing the machine learning code also to like uh, uh, to process that unstructured data uh, to make it like readable for leadership and other people.
All right. Thank you for sharing your views on that, and just giving the audience a heads up here. The data science course on Prepinster Prime is going to be launched very, very soon. So we have heard you. We have been getting so many requests on that, and finally, we didn't want to compromise on what we are offering you. And the course is ready. It will be live on the website in the next few days. And make sure that you're active on our Instagram stories if you are a Prime user, or if you have been looking out for Mr. Prime's data science course. Make sure that you're active on Instagram stories, and so that you just know when the course is live on the website. So I think we have covered all the important questions, Anika. So I would request the audience to drop questions or queries or doubts that they might have in the chat below. Or if you have any questions for Anika, me, or Vikas specifically, you can drop your questions in the comment section below. The team is already responding to a lot of them, but we will be taking up the best ones in the live chat in the session here, and then we will be basically wrapping up this session. So if you have any questions for us, comment them below very, very fast. Meanwhile, Anaka, can you tell us something about Career Board? Because I also saw in the live chat while we were here in the session that a few people were asking about Career Board and how Career Board can help them specifically in product management. So our team has answered it to some extent, but it would be great if you could tell the audience also.
Sure, sure. Yeah. So, guys, Career Board is a career mentoring platform. So, we help basically undergraduates, engineering undergraduates, and early professionals to connect them with the right mentors. So, who help you to achieve your career goal. So, probably if you are someone who is looking out for a career guidance or a career advice, or you're struck with you know how do I kickstart to my dream goal, that suppose if you want to be a software engineer at Google, then you need a career path for that. So Vikas is a mentor at Career Board. He's mentoring, so he can guide you, he can mentor you so that you can achieve your goal. So basically, right now we are into the domain of software engineering as well as product management. So we have great mentors coming from top tech companies and also big startups. So who have at least around 3 to 4 years of experience. So they can help you out. So the website link is available in the description. So you guys can check out. And if you are a PM aspirant, then would love to help you. So you just check out our website. Yeah.
Thank you so much for explaining that. And specifically in the live chat, I've seen the team responding to maybe 2 to 3 times in the chat regarding product management. So yeah, there it is for you guys. If you guys want to check out Career Board, the link is in the description box. Just tap on it, head over to their website, and see what you like there. And maybe you will find Vikas, Anaka, and their team. So you will love it definitely.
And also, guys, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. Like, I would love to interact with you guys, and so that I can help you out if you are someone who want to break into product management.
All right. So we will now be taking up questions from the live chat, and I'm basically going through a few questions. We have a lot of questions in the chat, basically, but I'll be taking up the ones that are either frequently asked or maybe the team has not answered yet. Uh, okay, Adnan Raza is asking. My question is: the upcoming exam is only based on DSA and reasoning. I am assuming that Adnan is referring to again Google. So, Vikas, can you help with this query?
Uh, I didn't get like upcoming exams.
Okay, so even there's no context here, or maybe there are so many comments I'm not able to find. But I think Adnan has an exam for probably Google coming up, and is the exam going to be based on DSA and reasoning, or should they be preparing other topics as well?
I'm not sure like what kind of exam he's talking about. Like there is no exam actually, as far as uh, I understand. There is only one screening telephonic round in which like they will ask you simple questions related to DSA, and after that there are four full-fledged technical rounds. But if there is a written test, then and it is based on like MCQ based. The test is MCQ based, then you must prepare for OS, DBMS, and DSA both these three subjects because like I have given many such tests and all the questions are from all the three subjects.
Also, Adnan, I would like to suggest one thing since there could be a possibility that you have commented a few things and I'm not able to find your exact question. But what you can do is you can just give us a call on 844-844-0710. You can directly connect with the mentors at Prep Insta, and maybe you can discuss your problem there, and we will be able to help you better if we know your exact issues and concerns. So, requesting the team to drop the helpline number in the chat if they haven't shared already, which is 844-844-0710. And Adnan and others who want to get personalized guidance on it can reach out. Uh, okay, there's this. I think this question would be good because how do I switch from service-based companies to product-based companies? So, do you have any tips for students?
I think there is no like as far as the work of software engineer is concerned, it is not very different. Like it's not very difficult to switch from a service-based company to product-based company. Uh, uh, I would say like in case of Google and Adobe, just prepare. I think if you are working in a software like service-based company, then you need to prepare separately for DS and all these things like again because uh, and also like you have to prepare mentally as well. Like in service-based companies, you work with a client and then after that project is completed, you change your client. But in product-based companies, you will be working with the same team for a long period of time on the same product. So you need to be prepared mentally as well. And also like one more thing which I would say is like when you are switching to a product-based company, plan to stay there for some like 2 3 years. Like, don't think like I will join and I will switch because like in a product-based company, it will take some time for you to get the idea of whole product so plan to stay there so that like you like master that product you're working on.
All right. Also, there's this one very good question by Janvi, and I'm sure a lot of people watching or who might watch this video later, because heads up, guys, this live session will be available as a video on our YouTube channel. So even if you have missed any parts of the session or you want to hear again the tips, tricks, and the very good information that Vikas has shared, you can rewatch this session later or share it with a friend who might have missed the session. So Janvi is asking, I am a chemical engineer. Is there any chance to get into Google for me?
Yeah, absolutely. Because like it is very clearly written on Google's career website as well. We don't like this. They claim that we don't care about degree and the stream you are coming from. We just need to be good with the with the skill which we need. So even if you are a chemical engineer, you can prepare for DSA on your own, and you can give Google's interview. There is no discrimination against the chemical engineer or the computer science engineer. And recently, like a team member has joined my team. He is a chemical engineer and a fresher.
All right. This is a little different question, but I found it quite intriguing. Mitish Kothari is asking, is there any job openings or internships at Prepinsta? I had seen Atulya Kaushik sir put up job opening for Prepinsta in LinkedIn. Yes, there are. We are hiring for a lot of roles currently. And if you are a fresher or even if you are an experience holder, what I would suggest is that you head over to Prepinsta's LinkedIn page, check out the ongoing hirings that we have at Prepinsta and apply to them. We would love to have you with us here in the office as a part of our team. If you want to join us, definitely. So, Mitish or anybody else who is interested in joining Prepinsta's team, we would really, really love to have you here. Please head over to our LinkedIn, check out Prepinsta's LinkedIn page, and you can apply for the drives that are on. All right. So I think, like as we were discussing Adnan's question, Vikas, there is some test by Google upcoming for a few students. As a few students have said that they have received invitation for the exam from Google, and they're looking forward to prepare for it because the exam is in the month of October itself. So, guys, I think there's a lot of chaos and confusions regarding it in the entire section because people are not sure what exactly is happening. I would suggest that you either come to our Telegram or maybe join us on Instagram, and all of those links, by the way, are in the description box below. Please come to us, and talk to the community, and maybe you would be able to find what is happening currently, with students from other colleges in other parts of the city or country, maybe. And we would also love to help you with preparation. So maybe clear out your general confusion, which would be a little difficult to sort on this live session because we are short on time. So the links are in the description box. Please head over to our Telegram or our Instagram, or maybe our Discord as well. We have a good community and really good mentors there too. So you can just join us and mention that you have an exam for Google coming up. And some people are saying it's just going to be for 30 minutes. Guys, it would be better if you just come to, either Telegram, Instagram, or Discord. I would suggest that you come to Instagram personally because the team is highly active there. The link is in the live chat as well as in the description box below. All right. All the other questions, have been answered by the team already. Akash has some doubts regarding TCS Ninja, TCS assessments as well. Akash, please give us a call on 844-844-0710. The team will definitely help you out instantly. So it would be better if you give us a call. Uh, I guess we have covered most of the questions, and anybody who is currently preparing for Google and wants to get placed at Google, or maybe if you guys are wondering how to prepare for service-based, product-based companies, or anything that is around placement preparation, what we would suggest is that first of all, please come to our Instagram, talk to our team, and let us know your problems and let us know your academic background and stuff, because there's nothing that we would love more than seeing you get placed and seeing you get your first job. So definitely come to our Instagram or any other social media platform of your preference. We are there on mostly all of the platforms, including Snapchat. So most of the links are in the description box below. If there is something that you don't find, give us a call or maybe chat with us on Instagram. We will help you out. If you have any questions regarding TCS or maybe Google, so you can just come to our Instagram handle, discuss with our team, or if you're a Prepinsta Prime user and you're wondering how you can utilize your subscription in the best manner possible, because again, there are a lot of courses on the website, and a lot of them are planned to be launched this month and in the upcoming months. So it would be great if you just come to our Instagram, talk to our team, and we would love to help you with placement preparations or help you with utilizing your Prime subscription in the best way out there. And also letting the 2023 and 2024 batch graduates who are currently watching this live, or if you happen to know someone, please let them know that Adobe is hiring for, if that is only a women's only drive, but we are also expecting Adobe to come up with drives for other batches for, and drives which are inclusive for all the participants. So what you can do is you can again just come to Prepinsta's Instagram handle, which is Prepinsta 2023, Prepinsta 2024, or Prepinsta off campus. We have a lot of platforms to make sure you are at ease. Apply if you are eligible for it, and maybe one day we would love to have you as as Vikas is here sharing his interview experience and his placement journey. We would love to have you too. So start with applying to the drive, and again, if you have any questions for us, give us a call on 844-844-0710. Our team would love to help you out. So thank you for joining, Vikas. Thank you for joining, Anaga. It was a very good session, and I believe a lot of people watching in the audience, or people who would be watching this video later, would find this session very helpful and very insightful. If you guys want to connect with Vikas personally, you can just find all the details in the description box below regarding career board, regarding Vikas, and regarding practice to practice well. So thank you so much for joining, and we would love to have both of you back on the channel very, very soon again. And Vikas, how was the experience for you?
It was very good. Thank you so much for inviting me here and allowing me sharing my thoughts with the community. And I would like to say this to everyone that don't think much about your that you are from tier 3, tier 2 college and you are not from IIT, IIT. It doesn't, nowadays the companies are not taking giving too much attention to the college you are coming from. They are very much looking into your skills and the type of work you can do for the company. So just focus on preparing for the interviews and not thinking much about the type of college you are coming from, because this type of query I get on daily basis on my LinkedIn DM. So I thought of clarifying it.
Thank you so much for coming to the channel. Thank you for joining, Anagha. And if you guys want to check out Career Board, the link is in the description box below. And if you have any questions for Anagha, again, it would be better if you go and check out Career Board. So thank you so much for joining, both of you, and we will see you guys later in the next upcoming live sessions. Also, we have a few live sessions planned right after this one. So it would be great if you guys just stick around for the next 10-20 minutes, and then another live session will also start. And subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not subscribed already. So thank you for joining, and this would be it from Team Prepinsta.